Coming up on Z News, a winner on and off the court. John not down with Joe. Somizi in hot soup. And Tanya's star keeps shining brighter.
The US Open ended with a bang when Naomi Osaka beat Victoria Azarenka 1-6, 6-3, 6-3 in what was a historical moment for Naomi to win the Open for the second time, especially with all the racial injustices occurring in America against African Americans. Now, since the tournament commenced, the 23-year-old used her influence and her talent as a social injustice advocate by wearing different masks bearing the name of a victim of police brutality. Now, this certainly made a lot of people feel very uncomfortable with the whole incident because many people felt that she was bringing in too much politics into the game and they wanted the game just to be the game. Now, during a press conference, she was asked what she wanted to achieve with the different masks, and she retorted the same question to the reporter and asked, "What did you get from my wearing of the masks?" It's not the first time that elite athletes have used their voice and influence to advocate. Now, in the past, the very same person whom the stadium that Naomi won the Open is named after used the very same stances back in the 70s, especially against the South African government when they barred him from playing in South Africa, seeing with what was happening with apartheid. And eventually, this led to South Africa being kicked out of the Olympics. Asher remains the only black man to win the singles title at Wimbledon, the US Open, as well as the Australian Open. Talk about a full circle. How fitting that she won the Open at the Asher Stadium that was built 23 years ago, the very same year that she was born. Now, across the pond in the UK, John Borga has chucked the deuces to Joe Malone after the perfume brand substituted him in his work and used a Chinese brand ambassador in China for the advert that he created. Now, the Star Wars actor announced the news via his Twitter platform, stating the reasons behind his departure. Now, he was very frank and outright about the fact that the reason for him pulling out and ending the business deal was them basically not informing him of their decision prior to remaking the ad in China. Mind you, all of this is his intellectual property that he created specifically for the advert. Now, the brand came out and apologized for their actions, and they decided to remove the advert from China. Now, a similar situation of replication of intellectual property also went down in Mzansi when Hastings Moeng reached out to reality star producer legend Mangele with a proposal for a concept for a show that is eerily similar to the hit show Dinner at Somizi's. And surprise, surprise, guess who is the producer? Legend. Now, social media was abuzz with the information and that they stated that they will get together, boycott the show when all this happened, because they're saying that, listen, this is just a young, talented person who's trying to get a seat at the table. Now, Somizi went on live on Instagram and spoke about this incident, and he had a few people come in, as in particular Pearl Tusi, to talk about the incident, and he states that he had no idea that Hastings was sending him emails. He doesn't check his emails. He's got a staff, a team that looks after all his communications, and he's just the talent. He does what talents do. They produce, they act, they are fabulous. So he says that he had no idea about this, but at the end of the day, he's not going to sit and say that every idea, every concept is original. He has been inspired by so many different shows, and this is how he came up with it, and he did not steal anybody's property. So, you know, this basically just comes to show you that at the end of the day, you have to, firstly, money talks, okay? If you have money, you can make things happen. And secondly, you have to protect your property, your intellectual property, because people with big money to spend, they will come through and take your idea and make it a reality. So make sure that you know a little bit about intellectual. Zimbabwean motocross racer Tanya is now a beautiful sweet 16 who has a strong voice on her social media platforms that she uses to inspire teens her age and older people too, and she's still making some big waves in the motocross industry after moving to the United States. Now, she just got shortlisted for a Nickelodeon Time of the Year award, and this award is a brand new one that just was created this year with Trevor Noah being the host for the TV special, which will shine a spotlight on 5 standout kids who have worked to shift culture and inspire others, and culminating with one kid being recognized as Kid of the Year. Not only that, each of the nominees will get a chance to work as a kid reporter for Time. La-di-da, darlings. Now, the special will also feature stars from entertainment, sports, and pop culture, surprising the honoraries as well as musical performances. I mean, this is fantastic. She's also the European Union Zimbabwe Honorary Ambassador for Youth, Sports, and Gender. I mean, all of this at the age of 16. Who, if that is not a bright future, then I do not know what it is. And thank you so much for hanging with me. I'm out. I'll be back again next week with more exciting news for you. Do take care. Ciao.